Now, if it needs to be all about uniqueness, craftsmanship, and styling, well, the Streacom F12C all-aluminum case is probably what you're looking for. The box isn't informative. There's no pictures, features, or specifications about the product on it. What they've gone for here is simplicity and elegance, but they do include a carrying handle at the top, and there's a couple of stickers, one on either side, indicating the exact model. It's packaged nicely. You just slide this outside part off first, and the box itself opens up like so. There's a quality piece of styrofoam at the top, another one at the bottom. They include a very detailed user's manual. Below the user's manual is a piece of foam, and that's to ensure that nothing damages or scratches the case, and the case itself is in a cloth bag. Just have a look. Gorgeous, right? It's all aluminum, comes with 4mm thick panels, and has a sand-blasted finish. Plus, comes in two different colors. This one, black, as well as silver. The overall dimension on this is 440 by 320 by 184 millimeters and weighs in at 4.4 kilograms. At the front left is the power button. Just above it is a power LED, and at the front right there's a place to install an optional infrared sensor. Now, while the front is super elegant and simple, you cannot install a 5¼ drive. Of course, you could always go with an external drive. However, there's no I/O at the front either. No USB ports and no audio jacks. This is a bit of a mystery, considering the case is really intended for the home theater PC market. And as for position or orientation, well, it would have to stay in this desktop or horizontal position because the feet are at the bottom and there's no provision to orientate it any other way. There's lots of ventilation both on either side as well as at the top. And actually, these are all removable dust filters. And here is how it works. You would first take this outside magnetic strip off, and then the dust filter. Clean it, and of course, reverse the procedure. They all work the same way. Take the magnetic strip off, and then remove the dust filter. Everything fits perfectly, by the way. And to put it back, it is just as simple and looks beautiful. At the back, there's 7 expansion slots. Here's where you would mount the motherboard's I/O shield plate, and you can install a standard ATX power supply. Now, they have a nifty design here for removing the top panel. There's 2 of these screws, and you turn them clockwise to release the top panel. There's 2 of them, one on either side, and once you've done so, you can just lift it up and take it off. Putting the top panel back is just as easy. Place it into position, then go ahead and turn these counterclockwise. Now, in essence, this is a thumb screw that's actually attached to the case. You don't have to worry about it going anywhere, but it's a very simple system that works quite well. As you can see, a very open design. Take the top cover off, remove 2 of these fan brackets, and voila, you are in. It fits standard ATX, micro ATX, and mini ITX form factor motherboards. You can fit oversized power supplies, video cards that are up to 310 millimeters in length, and coolers that are 135 millimeters in height. Now, there's no cable management system on the inside, so you have to be very creative there. And these fan brackets can accommodate fans from 92 all the way up to 140 millimeters, so you can have 140, 2 120, or 3 92 millimeter fans. How does it work? Well, each fan bracket is grooved or slotted, plus the case is slotted. You just position it where it works and then screw it into place. Plus, if you want to put a radiator on this or an advanced liquid cooler, no problem. You can fit one that is up to 240 millimeters. Now, there's 8 of these brackets, 4 on this side and 4 on the other side of the case. And you use those to mount drives as well as fans onto. There's a clip at the very top of each, and to release it, just pull down and then take the bracket out like so. Put it back, just fit it into the bottom groove, and then replace the clip at the top. And there's a rubber strip behind each of these brackets at the top and at the bottom on each side of the case. And this is, of course, to cut down on vibrations. Now, this bracket system for installing drives and fans is very unique and simple. How does it work? Well, you can just use a single bracket to mount a drive, like so. So you just would install it on the drive, and then you would just insert it in those grooves using the clip at the top to mount it in the case. Same goes for a 2.5-inch drive. It doesn't matter. Also, if you want to install a fan, you would just put those brackets on either side of the fan and then mount the fan in the case. So with the bracket attached to the drive, just carefully put it into the groove at the bottom and then use the clip at the top to secure it. And here's what it looks like when it's vertically mounted. You can do the same for a 2.5-inch drive. Drives can also be horizontally mounted. Just attach the brackets to the drives and then attach it to the case. Now you can also install another bracket for stability. And here's what it looks like installed. And installing an 80 to 140 millimeter fan is very simple as well. You just attach the brackets to the fan and then attach it to the case. At the bottom there's ventilation and 4 aluminum feet. Each one has a rubber insert. Beautiful and stylish? Absolutely. Unique? Yes, definitely. Functional? Let's start at the front of the case. It is sleek, slender, simple, and elegant. Maybe too much so. There's literally hardly anything here. You've got a place to install an IR sensor at the bottom right, the bottom left. You've got a power button and a power LED. If you like style over function, well, definitely. However, since this is really intended for a home theater PC setup, it would have been nice if you could install a 5.25-inch Blu-ray player, right? And I/O, like USB ports and audio jacks, as well as a card reader. Wow, that would have been, what? Functional. However, again, maybe you're not into function, and this case really isn't about that. On the inside, you have to be, how should I say this, creative. If you like a challenge, you will love installing stuff inside of here. And the reason why I say that is you will install a couple of items and then you'll have to probably move it around to make everything else fit and then maybe move other things around as well. Cable management is non-existent. Plus the case is pretty darn expensive, over $200. Now, it seems like I'm completely downing the case. That is not the situation at all. I adore the uniqueness, the build quality, and as well the overall, simplicity and styling of the case. However, due to its lack of overall functionality, I'm knocking a point off. I'm giving it a kick-ass award. Still, gorgeous, gorgeous case. Until next time, take care.